The major idea is, like, you know, when people come to another country, they experience some cultural shock because they have to, well, get acquainted to the new culture. They need to understand how people here react, where they come from, their identity. And majorly, well, history is one of the most important things that describes that. And besides, we were not only talking about the history today, we were talking about some traditions. We talked about the life, everyday life in Georgia, and by showing them actually some historical monuments, by bringing them to the historical sites, first of all, I want them to open up psychologically, to overpass that cultural shock that they experience. Second thing, I want them to be more enrolled into, well, you know, Georgian way of life, into the Georgian routine, and besides to learn each other even better, because this is an activity that brings students together, it's a cooperation, because they walk together, they talk, they discuss different things, and plus they learn. And this is one of the most important things that we need, yeah? So for our students to be as educated as possible.
Today we had a trip to Mtsketa, which was the first capital city of Georgia, and the first church was built in Georgia, which is in Mtsketa, and has a lot of history about Georgia, and which also represents a lot of the Georgian culture. We had a lot of information about the Georgian culture, and especially Mtsketa. He guided us a lot in this trip, and especially the details of the churches, how it looks, and what it represents, each side, each corner, and even the symbols inside the church. Like we had pictures which are like 400 years ago, and how many centuries back.
For my 14th birthday, my father brought our family to Georgia for the vacation. I remember the first church, when we went into the church, I had like flashbacks of, you know, already stepping into them. So yeah, honestly, I am a person who loves to explore the country. Mostly I do it on my own, but since it's like a new place and I don't know stuff, I thought maybe I'll do it like after a year or something. But when they told me that they will take us with it, I was very happy. I like things that make me think, and to know about a different country, their culture, how the religion came into the country was pretty informative for me. It's something I can go share with my family back home.
The university took us on a tour, so we went to Mtsketa, and we went to see the old monastery. Professor Lasha, he gave us a tour. He explained to us, you know, the history behind certain buildings. We learned about Nino. We learned about another king. Yeah, and then we also went to the the second church in Christianity, which is a Georgian church. So we had just finished going around the church, and you know, it was very interesting, very informative, and you know, it was a great trip.
Dr. Lasha, he was an amazing tour guide. He explained a lot about the Mtsketa and the old capital. He even explained about the old church. It was really fun. He made good jokes as well. He dressed up sometimes before. Yeah, it was really fun. And the views up there are amazing. The views are amazing. Yeah, the mountains, the snows, clouds, it's just beautiful.